Pet owners of Reddit, what is something seemingly caring and adorable that your pet does to you or for you that screws you over a little? I'm epileptic and I used to have a Dalmatian. I lived on my own when I had her. Whenever I felt a seizure coming on, I would call my parents to come help. My dog would protect me during a seizure by standing over me and she would lick my face to bring me around afterwards. She was completely untrained. The way it screwed me over was that when the paramedics arrived, she wouldn't let them near me until she knew I was fine, to the point where I'm sure she would have taken them down if they didn't take the hint from her. Sadly, she ended up with cancer and had to be put down. I miss her, one of the goodest girls ever. That is so incredible. What a smart dog. Clearly you two were meant for each other. One of our current cats is really the first cat I've lived with in my life that actively grooms others. She does it to our foreheads a lot. It's a sign of love, but that tongue can be really rough, and she doesn't shy away from eyelids, noses, or lips. My cat has displaced my contacts more than once. My dog really thinks she adds value to the household and earns her keep by barking at every truck that goes by. Even looks at me real pleased when she does it. Very adorable. Very loud. Same. And he does it 5 times as much when we are eating to try to get little treats. He will run up to the front window and bark 5 times and come sprinting back and look at us expectantly like payment for the job I just did. Please. If I fall asleep on the couch, one of the cats will lay on my back, and the other will lay in front of me and hold my hand. The one holding my hand snores and kicks in his sleep. The one on my back is fat and likes to bounce on me. Your cats sound like cats, D. If my dog wants to cuddle while you're looking at your phone, she will try to knock it out of your hands with her paw. It's cute, but it can be annoying, especially if you're lying down and the phone falls on your face. Heavy-handed reminder that she's the love of your life. If my cat is in a bad mood, she'll run at me as I'm walking and bite at my ankles. But if she's in a good mood, she'll run at me and rub against me. It's 50/50 with this cat. Even if she's running to give me some love, I have to take defensive precautions in case it's an attack. This is especially stressful when it's dark and I'm walking down the stairs. Cats doing some wartime mental warfare, trying to keep you stressed and on edge, always uncertain of what's to come. I'd be careful. My dog Elvis follows me everywhere I go. Literally, everywhere. He is always making sure I'm okay, and if I shut the door to go to the bathroom alone, for example, he whines like I'm dying and he's worried. It's adorable, but can also get us both hurt because I'm very klutzy and so is he, so we're always tripping over each other. My mom's dog puts her neck over your face if you are laying down. We call it snuffication, and she doesn't do it to my mom, only really me. Only she can be the sole beneficiary of your mom's affection. SHHHHH. My dog always brings me my shoes when I say we are going for a walk. Cute, but every new pair of shoes has a teeth hole in the back within a week. I mean, you could stop saying that. My cat has 2 modes. Terribly polite and terribly loud. Terribly loud involves standing on the highest surface she can manage and shouting, swearing at us until we fix whatever's wrong. We're 25 seconds late for when she thinks her dinner should be served. There was a shadow. Her sister is sitting on a box. Terribly polite involves tapping my hand gently with her paw toast for fusses. Tapping my leg to make sure I'm happy for her to sit on my lap. And bringing me gifts. She refuses to go outside, so she carefully brings a selection of her toys and puts them in front of my bedroom door every night. She's a tiny little black cat and my favorite void cloud in the world. One of my cats pushes her plastic balls down the wooden staircase that is right outside my door every night. Once the ball is at the bottom, she picks it up into her mouth, carries it back upstairs, and then repeats this for about half an hour every night. My cats wait outside the bathroom while I shower and sometimes push the door open to peek at me. They also bite my ankles when I step out. Mine sits on the counter, and if I take too long he peeks in to check on me. We taught our hound George to sit and shake hands before he gets his dinner or treats. It's also evolved to a point where he'd put his paw on your lap to ask for it when it's dinner time. Unfortunately, sometimes he gets so excited for food that he punches in the face or in the groin. My stepdad taught his German Shepherd to give you a kiss on the cheek for a treat if you tap it. One day, we're having pizza, Before I can even think, she gives me this cartoonesque head-moving kiss across my cheek and snatches my pizza and runs off with it. Touché, Kirby, touché. Whenever I'm lying down, my dog will come over and start licking my face. It starts off all innocent until he licks right up my nose. I'm talking so far up my nose that I swear it's touching my brain. Freaking hurts like heck, but so cute. My dog loves to wake me up in the morning with his kisses. Nothing like waking up to a tongue up your nose. When I'm sleeping on my back, my cat Barbara will climb on my front half. Unfortunately, she often steps right on my boobs and it hurts so freaking bad. Oof, my roommate's cat does this. No matter how I sit or lay, he finds a way to step on my boobs repeatedly. And he's a big boy too. I get it. Boobs are like comfy pillows and are close to my face, but OW. One of our cats runs to our bedroom door every night because he wants to sleep on our bed. We let him, even though the rule is no cat sleeping in our room overnight, because if we don't he terrorizes our other boy cat all night long, and we have to get up to break up the fights. The way this screws us over is, if we don't pet him enough before he falls asleep, he'll lie on top of one of us and nip at any exposed skin, including on our faces, to wake us up and pet him. When I'm incredibly stressed, my 16-pound cat will climb onto my chest when I'm sleeping and knead my face and neck. It's adorable, but only between 2 AM and 5 AM. Rip sleep. Our cat will begin licking my head if I don't scratch him when he thinks I should. Waking up with half my head wet with cat spit is less than ideal. When my dog was alive he used to sleep next to our heads. The only problem was he really liked to lick pillows, so we would wake up with him laying on the pillow and a huge wet spot next to him. Sometimes it would be like half the pillow and I would have to move him in the night to flip the pillow so I could sleep on the dry side. My brother's dogs do this, except one will lick and the other will nibble. There's no escaping it. My 17-year-old cat won't let me be sit on the couch without him beside me, with his back pushed against my leg while purring. If I happen to get up, he steals my spot and sprawls out like a total dong. It's so hard to hate animals when they're that old. My cat is 18 and he has a million annoying habits, but he's just so old and sweet that I can't be mad. Had a cat that used to bring us presents as a way of taking care of us and providing for us. But more than once my parents have woken up to a severed chipmunk head in their bed, so it's pretty adorable on an intent level, but that's about it. My cat used to bring us not quite dead animals. We thought she felt we needed to learn how to kill. Funniest time was when my boyfriend said I don't think there's enough leftover chili for 2 of us, making lunch, and 5 minutes later my cat comes trotting in with a nearly dead sparrow like, hey, guys, got you a side dish. My chihuahua sleeps in the bed with my husband and I. It's really cute, but she's like a little superheater. I don't sleep well when I'm warm, so I have trouble sleeping. To make matters worse, she's bonded to me, so she only sleeps curled up against me. My mom has 5 chihuahuas. Every time I go visit her I am surrounded by chihuahua heaters. One has to be draped across my neck, one has to be in my lap, one on either side of my legs. Crazy beans. Harvey likes to bring his toy over to us and shove it in our faces. It supposedly means he thinks we're alpha, but it's very difficult to do anything with a toy in your face. We've gotten around to saying thank you for the toy, but no thank you. My cat is very protective of me. He follows me like a shadow and has attacked an ex-BF who was yelling at me whenever I brought dates home, and eventually my current BF. My cat tries to assert dominance. He will stand on their laps, face height, and give them a stare down. If they try to move him he will cat slap you. I don't let him get away with this behavior and will remove him, but I have to admit that it has made me chuckle. I use this as a standard when we had our family cat. If she accepted my girlfriend then I knew it'd work out. I then did the same with all my ex's cats to try and win their affection to strengthen my appeal to the ex. As I type, my cat is currently curled up in my lap purring like a tiny motorcycle. It's great and I love him and appreciate his affection, but my legs are in a really uncomfortable position and I have to pee really bad. Send help. Sorry, you're stuck forever. My alarm is set for 6 At about 5 o'clock sharp, every morning, this is when my cat decides to lay across my midsection awkwardly and do air biscuits non-stop. She's trying to prepare breakfast, or motion to you to prepare breakfast. My dog likes to follow me around the house, and when I go into any room where I close the door, he likes to lay down in front of it and go to sleep. When I try to get out and move him out the way, he won't budge. Plus 180-pound mastiff. If I'm laying down, my Sphinx cat has to be around my neck at all times. Then he starts this suckling thing, giving himself hickeys until he finally falls asleep. If his claws aren't clipped, it's torture. Do not disrupt the process, otherwise it starts all over again. He's such a pain but so freaking cute. My cat likes to sleep on me, except in the process of settling down, she manages to push all 14 pounds of her weight on my boob a few times. Mine has managed to step on my nipple before, so that hurt. I let me dog, Toby, sleep on my bed all the time. He always sleeps down by my feet. However, the bad thing about this is that whenever I go on trips and he's not with me, I can hardly go to sleep. I went on a trip for 6 weeks, and during that trip I always had a hard time falling asleep since my body was not used to not having him by my feet. I have a hard time sleeping if I don't hear my cat's purrs. It also took a while to get used to sleeping without the smell of my brother's dogs on my bed. Our German Shepherd weaves figure eights through my legs when I get home from work. I catch a forehead or tail to the crotch every time. Every time. Sometimes I get hard skin, be it from dryness or whatever. My cat will find out about it before I do somehow and try to help me out by chewing it up for me. It's cute, and he gets all cuddly when he is doing it, but like, stop eating me please. My youngest headbutts his way through the house. It's so cute and sweet, but if you're holding something, he'll headbutt it straight out of your hands, and if you don't respond to it, he'll bite you. My sister's cat loves to sleep next to me when I wake up and cuddle up against me, all purring and everything, which usually ends up with me sleeping in more when I want to get up, but I hate disturbing the cat. I had the same dilemma, but I got into the routine of gently moving away from my cat and tucking him in with a blanket, which he enjoyed. I have a guinea pig named Blue. Blue has sharp claws. Blue likes cuddles and it helps with my anxiety, not so much my skin, unfortunately. Scritchy scratchy. Clark is a mastiff, about 185 pounds. He's my big baby. When he isn't getting enough attention, he takes matters into his own paws. I'll be sitting at my PC playing a game, for example, and all of a sudden, I have a huge head penning my keyboard hand to the desk, and big happy eyes looking at me, and a loud thumping tail. Usually ends up in whatever version of virtual death I happen to experience depending on the game I'm playing. LOL. Or he just walks under the desk, and pushes away, then sits in between me and it, thumping that tail, usually with a bone or rope in his mouth. When he feels it's time to play, it's time to play. There was one night where I was feeling really ill and the cat laid on me and kept giving me kisses. Well, he was practically laying on my throat and face. I'm convinced he was trying to put me out of my misery. Fortunately, he was unsuccessful. He was just successful in making me uncomfortable though. Now we all know that sleeping animals are adorable. I certainly don't find my dog an exception to that. So when he sleeps in my, it's freaking cute. But then sometimes he decides to sleep right in the center, so I'll be stuck sleeping in a really uncomfortable position. I feel too bad waking a cute sleeping animal. Or when they gather all of the blankets underneath them and you're left with a corner. My cat, Zero, isn't super affectionate but sometimes will groom me when he's sleepy. It's super cute until he licks my face with that sandpaper tongue. Every day when I come home my cat has to sit on my lap and get pets. Adorable right, except it's not just anywhere. It has to be in the bathroom. And it's not just when I come home from work. It's anytime I'm gone for more than 15 minutes. Not on the bed. Not in any kind of other chair. I have to be sitting on the toilet and give her pets. It's very cute but sometimes I just need to use the bathroom in peace. I'll give her pets and love. I just need a minute to myself without a cat yelling at me. Bonus. Petting her does not stop the yelling. My dog brings an entire branches to play fetch with. Not sticks. Literally whole branches that are like 4 feet long. She's all of 12 pounds and I have no idea how she carries them or gets them through the dog flap. It's adorable as heck. But also, then I have branches in my living room. My aunt and uncle's dog would do this too. Except she was a golden retriever and would just take people out at the knees with whatever log she decided to bring back. Whenever I decide to go somewhere, my cat swoops right by leg and does these weird twists around behind and through my legs, thus making me trip. He thinks it's cute to walk to with his owner, but in reality the MF tries to take me out. Same. She wants to trip us down the stairs every time. I have 3 dogs and a cat. One of my dogs is hyperactive and every time I come home, even if I just went out for 30 seconds, she freaks out in joy and starts crying and jumping and licking. Sometimes her joy jumps hurt a lot. My cat wakes me up at around 3 AM every night for pets. She doesn't do it in a really annoying way. She just gets on my pillow above my head and lightly pokes my forehead with her paw until I wake up. Gets me up for like 15 minutes or so, but she eventually floops down and sleeps with me for the rest of the night. One of my kitties wakes me up by patting me in the arm until I wake up to give him love. When he gets enough, he goes back to sleep. It is too cute to get mad at him. Beaker, my cockatiel, will call out if he can't see me. The longer I'm out of view, the more panicked he gets. I know he's doing a flock call and I'm glad he considers me a flock mate, but for Burb's sake use your wings and come find me. Still love him to pieces though. OMG, that is adorable. My cat saw me try to catch a bird in the house. She was very disappointed and went on a murder spree to teach me how to hunt. To her it was an emergency, like I may die. So many baby bunnies lost their lives. I pretended to eat one and the killing stopped. Chewing my hair. I don't mind, but sometimes he pulls a little. Also, my hair's dyed, and I'm afraid the chemicals might harm him. My dog loves to be held and cuddled, especially while I'm on the couch. Normally this is fine, but sometimes he gets to be a bit of a brat, in that he wants physical contact at all times. If I'm petting him and stop doing so, he'll either nudge at my hand or flip onto his back and make a little hum sound. It sounds cute, but it can be really annoying, especially when I have to use my hands for something else. My cat likes to do 2 things. 1. He likes to lay on me. This is great until I have to pee, but I don't want to disturb his sleep. 2. The cute. He will come to help me get up in the morning. The screw over. He pulls on my hair or sticks a paw in my mouth. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.